Blog Talk
Hello.
Radio.
Hello, welcome to Divas That Care. I am your host, Kebie Whitehead, and I have the honor and privilege tonight in sharing a very special lady. I can't wait for her to share about her oceanfront property in Maine, where she is from, calling in tonight. This is Mrs. Sally Crusan, who is truly making a difference in her community, leading the way. Women entrepreneurs is what we're talking about tonight. I'm truly honored and blessed to be here, being able to interview Mrs. Sally. Are you with us, Sally?
I am, Kebie. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this call. And I want to thank divasthatcare.com for having this platform for us to chat.
Yes. You guys, Sally is a network marketing professional and abundance coach. She calls herself a lifestyle enthusiast and truly has a passion for helping people and serving others. I know she and I work on a couple projects together, and we're all about putting people first. And if we truly lead with that mindset of serving others, and our profits always come when we serve others first. So real quick, just want to also share that Divas That Care is on iTunes, Spotify, Sketcher, happening on YouTube, and we have a Facebook group called Change Makers Cafe. So I wanted just to let Sally share who she is, her story. I can't wait for her to share with you guys about what was on her vision board and where she actually lives her life today, which is, I know, really important to you, Sally, where you are, where you live, and how important that is in your vibration and what you're putting out in the world. So I'm just going to turn it to you. If you'll just tell us, who is Sally? Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I have some questions for you.
Sure. Well, thank you, Kebie. So as Kebie said, I'm Sally Crusan, and I currently live in Mid-Coast, Maine. I grew up in the Boston area, pretty much always lived in New England, other than a short stint in North Carolina, actually very close to where Kebie lives. And I grew up one of 7 children, and so just growing up in a large family is, so exciting. But I barely ever got to finish a sentence, so it's always fun when I can have a conversation and complete my thoughts. So I don't know if anyone can relate to that. But we kind of fell on some hard times back in 2008 when the real estate market really crashed, and just a number of things just started happening, and we ended up as a family just really taking kind of stock of what do we want with the rest of our lives. And one thing that we did is we created a vision board, and at that time, we were living in Maine, but I really wanted, and as a family, we really wanted to be simplifying our life and live on the ocean. I love the water. I'm drawn to water. And I had put a house on my vision board. And just 2 short years later, we ended up buying a very similar home. And I wasn't even cognizant of it. I had done the vision board and we had moved, and I packed it away. And it wasn't until we were unpacking in our new home, and I looked at that vision board, and I was like, oh, my goodness, it happened. And so I feel really, really blessed that I get to wake up in such a beautiful, peaceful environment, and that's by design. And that's one thing I'm passionate about, is really encouraging people to live by design and not by default. And 'cause so many people just are caught up in fear and just being stuck in life. So, so that's what brought us to where we are today, just living a very purpose-driven life in an absolutely beautiful part of the country.
I love that. Well, you truly made a mark and impact as a lady building a business with a full-time job in network marketing. So tell us a little bit about how you view network marketing as a professional, being professional and using tact, and what have you done to be able to develop that skill and truly put people first as you're sharing products and services in the marketplace?
Sure, thank you. So I've been in network marketing for about maybe 15 years, and during that time, it kind of changed over time. My relationship with network marketing. Initially, it was something that was just very social for me, and that was fine. And then it became much more serious in terms of it really being an additional revenue stream. As I mentioned, we had moved a couple of times, and it's really hard to reinvent yourself. And each time you move to a new community, but with my network marketing business, that was very mobile, and I really saw the opportunity to take network marketing, more as a profession than a hobby. And I really started delving into the industry, and the industry has really changed a lot in the 15 years I've been in it. And I just love the direction that network marketing is going in terms of putting people, before profits, and just really serving other people. I grew up in a household where we were very service-minded, really taking care of those in our community is a gift that was instilled in me as a very young child. And so that's just who I am, is, someone that is really serving others and not being afraid to be able to monetize that, and not be apologetic about monetizing, that skill and that desire, because as we serve others and get compensated for it, it just gives us the ability to serve even more people. So I just think network marketing is just a brilliant profession to be in. And the fact that it can give me a voice on this platform just goes to show you that, there's a lot of powerful women in this industry.
Yeah, I love it. Let's switch gears real quick. And don't forget, you guys, divasthatcare.com. Make sure you're tuning your folks in here. Get people plugged into our website. Get people plugged into our Facebook group, Changemakers Cafe. If you have any questions, just reach out. You can find us at divasthatcare.com. Sally, let's switch gears just a minute. Let's talk about family. You've got an incredible husband named Ron, and you have two, a son and daughter in their 20s. I believe one is getting married soon. So just talk to us a little bit about family. And then 6 sisters, I believe, right? Big family.
I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers.
Okay, I'm sorry. There were lots of ladies in your picture, so I think some of them were friends of sisters. But yeah, go ahead, share about family, because I know that's what means a lot to you, and your sisters get together a lot and do a lot of family things. And talk to us about relationship building and truly keeping family first and all that you're doing around your business.
Thanks, Kebie. Yes, family is tremendously important to me. I am from a very close-knit family. I am the second oldest in a family of 7 kids, so 5 girls and 2 boys. And all of their kids are close. That next generation is very close, too. And, that's definitely a tribute to our parents making, putting those family values, instilling those in us. And as you said, I've been married to my husband, Ron, for over 28 years. We will have a daughter-in-law come August, so we're very excited about that. And family is so important, and I think when you focus on your family and you're always putting them first, that just speaks volumes. And in this day and age, sometimes that can be really hard to do. We're pulled in a lot of different directions, and I just feel blessed that, our family has stayed intact through, good times and bad times. And so I value that, and I have an extremely supportive husband. who is just always lifting me up and cheering me on, and I do likewise for him. He's an artist, and when you have to self-promote, sometimes, and Kebie knows this of me, sometimes self-promotion can be hard, but it's really nice to have a spouse that you can rely on, and we support each other in our different endeavors. And I look at my entire community, my customers and people that I serve in a variety of ways. I treat everyone as family. We all need people, to care about and let them know that we are caring about them. And I love the fact that Divas That Care, their online community, is called the Change Makers Cafe, because I love the quote by Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. And that's what I'm about. You just can't sit around complaining about things. You got to, go out and make the changes you want to see. So back to you, Kebie.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know you are truly a blessing to the CCC community, where we do all just pour the love and show the support, and we're just all about promoting others and celebrating others. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let's talk now about good vibrations. You have a coaching and training course that teaches people just to get in good vibration around money, and using like that skill when you kind of fell to your knees and was down and out, and then 2 years later just using a few tools. You're in your dream home, you're living the life. So talk to us about good vibrations.
Yes, that is definitely a passion project of mine. Like you said, I reached the lowest of lows about 7 or 8 years ago, when just a variety of things, came into our life in a very short amount of time. Almost losing a home, almost losing a job, my husband being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, our son starting college, our daughter starting a new high school. Just everything hit at the same time, and I just felt like I was in a bad country song. It just was just hard to believe everything just was happening at the same time. So it was the worst of times, and then it was the best of times, because you just take stock in everything. And I came across a quote at that time in my life, or actually it was a question: can faith and fear coexist? And I really had to chew on that for a while. And if I was really a person of faith, then I couldn't have fear in the future. And I just had to stop worrying, and I just had to lean into my faith and say, okay, we've got this. We can pull ourselves out of this darkness. And through just a variety of experiences that I had and kind of tools that I found, I decided to create a coaching program around that, because I know that other people had to have gone through similar situations that I did. But it's really hard to talk about it. But I felt I needed to put a voice to it and put some type of a framework to it where people could get on the other side. And through this, my course, Good Vibrations, was birthed, if you will. And it really has a lot to do with just your energy. You can put your energy into something that's negative and stagnant, like worry. It's just like you're sitting on the front porch in a rocking chair, not going anywhere. Or you can raise your vibration and express gratitude over every little teeny thing in your life and really start to watch things change. So that's what I love to do, is to facilitate that with other people and raise their vibration around gratitude and money. And it's one of my most favorite things to do. And I need to give you credit, Kebie, because you really helped me work on the framework of that coaching program, and you guided me and just really helped me through that process. So I'm forever grateful to you for that.
Well, I took the class as a student, and I loved it. And I actually had some money blocks. I think we do all have some type of money blocks, whether it's childhood or seeing ourselves worth what we, feel we're worthy. And taking that to another level does require some coaching and training and stepping outside the box, and sometimes having a coach or someone to help guide you, empower you, and help you get through those mental blocks are necessary. So I love the class. I totally promote it and support it. Now let's talk real quick about the Success Through Scripture you and I are a part of, and the Story Sale Apprenticeship. So I'm super excited about that. And and you've really just stepped into these roles. I don't know if you signed up for all this when we first met, but now you're truly like a right hand in my community. Like, you're helping raise the lid. So go ahead and share. I know you've been in Success for a couple months, and then Story Sale in the last 30 days. So just talk about that real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up with the community. Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, so Success Through Scripture, I was looking for some type of spiritual community. And then, lo and behold, Kebie has this online Success Through Scripture where we meet Sunday mornings, and we do various studies. Most recent months, we've been doing some book studies, and it just is such a great way to have it's a non-denominational, very safe environment on a Sunday morning to come together. And to me, it's a way for us it's all mostly entrepreneurs that are in the group, because we're all very focused on putting God back into the marketplace. And sometimes that can make people nervous. To me, God is love and kindness. And I think when you really just simplify what that is, who doesn't want to put love and kindness back into the marketplace? So I'm just very thrilled to be a part of that community. And then we also have a Story Cell, which is a 12-week social media coaching course, and that also has a maintenance program, so those that have gone through the program can continue to benefit from it. And it's just packed with all kinds of great tools and in terms of learning how to build your business, regardless of what it is, on social media the right way, by telling your story and learning about other people's stories and getting connected with your audience, and more importantly, not being spammy and not, just putting, if it's junk in, then you get junk out. So Kebie and her coaching community is just so skilled at building online in a very authentic way that is just brilliant. I've seen a ton of training programs, and I have never seen a program as effective as this one. So I highly, highly recommend Story Cell and being part of the Success Through Scripture. Both are just extraordinary.
Well, we're so thankful and blessed to have you. Let's wrap us up with the community, what you're doing in your community, the non-for-profit that you're a part of. You're an executive assistant there, and it's the Marine Science Learning Center. So let's wrap it up here and talk about that. I think this is so valuable to share, like all the hats you wear, and you can do this having kids and one getting married soon, and siblings, and you're real close to family, but you're fitting it all in, and you're taking care of your husband too. So wrap us up with that community, and I was so thankful to have you tonight, Sally.
Oh, well, thanks, Kebie. Yes, I'm an executive assistant at Herring Gut Learning Center, which is a marine science and environmental science nonprofit that's about 20 years old, and we serve mostly at-risk kids, and we give them hands-on marine science experiences. in terms of we live on the coast. We live in a very large lobstering and fishing community. And so we teach them a lot about sustainability and aquaponics and aquaculture. And and we also talk a lot about character development with these kids. They're not getting a lot of support from home, and we work on work readiness skills and a wide variety of things. And I can really take a lot of what I've learned in network marketing in terms of relationship building and bring that into my day job in terms of creating relationships with our donors and really adding more value to that nonprofit. So I feel really blessed that, I work a mile and a half, from where I live and have another ocean view from where I work. So I am just supremely blessed. And once again, Kebie, just really thrilled to be able to have a voice on Divas That Care and to be part of your community.
Oh, it's so nice. I'm just so blessed to have you here. And we just truly value your story tonight, Sally, and honor your time. Thank you so much for being with us. Everybody, please check Sally out. Her bio will be on my show here, her Facebook or Instagram. If you want more information about how to live life abundantly, the story cell, coming into the success through scripture, all that information will be under Sally's bio page. Check us out on divasthatcare.com. Again, we're on iTunes, Spotify, Sketcher, YouTube. Join us in the Change Makers Cafe. Lots of just good stuff in there. You can truly meet lots of great people. There's going to be tips and tools and resources you can plug in to there as well. So with that, be blessed. Thank you so much for tuning in to divasthatcare.com. Bye now.